All right, guys. The other day, I was dealing with a situation where someone basically gave up because something broke on them and they couldn't fix it. Or they didn't have the money to get a new one, which is what they thought they should have done. Well, what you should have done was try to fix it at least. When I was a kid, I learned a lesson. If you mess something up, try to fix it before you go for help. That way you don't have to deal with the embarrassment. Well, these days, everyone just buys new stuff and doesn't give a shit about trying to fix something and get themselves out of their own problem. So, simple thing here, extension cord, okay? It's broken. Well, I'll throw it out and get a new one. They're cheap. Well, really, they're not cheap, okay? Especially not good ones. So, you got to get yourself something nice and keep it for a long time. Make sure you're able to fix it. Something nice means something you're able to fix and work on. So, your extension cord's broke. It's not the end of the day, man. Get yourself a razor knife, okay? I'm not a professional. I'm not an electrician. But I also don't go licking live wires. So I'm pretty sure I can make this happen without hurting myself. So strip away the protective coating on the outside of the wire, okay? It's a nice little green. And then you got your 3 wires in there. We're not going to go into what's what because it doesn't matter. We're fixing a broken cord. This isn't an electrical course. Okay, you got your 3 wires. I just trimmed away the end with a razor knife so I don't have to work with a mess and have a hard time with it. Okay, get yourself organized, very important. Get your wire strippers. You can get these at any hardware store. Pretty cheap too. And I like to work with a little more open wire there so I don't have as much time. I kind of got fumbly fingers. And just find one of these little holes here, these stripper holes, and squeeze and pull, and it should pull the wire off. If it doesn't, go to a smaller hole. Okay? Same thing, all 3. Just want to get on there, pop it out. Okay? Take all those. Now you got 3 wires out in the open. I like to spread them apart a bit. I like to just spread them open just a little bit. Okay? That way, I can get my other wires to mesh with them nicely. So, it's the same cord that broke, so we're going to put the same cord back together so the wires are all going to be the same color. And I'm pretty sure in most cords, that's how it's going to go. So, let me get my other piece. Voila. This piece I did earlier. It's been tossed around a bit, so it's a bit messy. But basically, it goes like this. We spread these apart. Okay. I got the white one here, and I got the white one here. I'm going to take these 2 white ones and kind of mesh them in together there. Now, some of you guys are electricians or whatever, professionals, you're going to have a problem with that. That's cool. This is my cord. It's not yours. I need to use it right now to keep going. So, boom, that's together. Okay, then I'll take if you got some shrink wrap or whatever, you can do that if you really want to get into it. But I take some good old electrical tape and I just wrap it on there, kind of tight. Now, you don't want these things, crossing and touching each other. None of these wires can be interacting with each other after this. So, you want to make sure you get a nice wrap on there. So, that's one. Now we're going to take the green and the green. You might not have been able to see that whole last part, but that's all right, because it's pretty obvious what we're doing here. The green and the green, I twist them up. Nice few good twists there. And same thing. I fold it right over on the wire, like so. Take a nice length of electrical tape. And we're going to wrap that one up. Same as the last one. This is a real simple thing. Most guys and gals out there do know how to do this because it's obvious. The wire's broken. Put it back together. But there's a lot of kids that don't. So check it out, man. Fixing your own stuff so that way you can keep on going. That way, it'll give you a certain feeling inside too of accomplishment. Like you're going to know that when a problem arises, you might be able to fix it if you just put your head to it for a second. This is where to start. Simple stuff like this. So, like I said, not very neat. I'm going to cover this all afterwards with a thicker gauge of tape just because it's going to be drug around all the time, and you know, we don't want to get in all these abrasions that are going to eventually wear through and ruin our extension cord again. So I would recommend a nice coating of duct tape, something along those lines, do you just fine. So it gets to be a little bit of pain when once you get them all together, because tape is sticky. And if you got fumbly fingers like me, just kind of push them around and try your best. It doesn't have to be art. Or maybe it is. It looks like art when you're done if you're anything like me. That's special art that nobody else sees the point of, you know? So I'm going to hit old Whitey over here again because I left a little gap and I don't want to have to deal with any electricity coming through. All right, so it's taped up. Pretty simple. I got my end of my cord. I'm going to go over here with the copper. Plug her in and turn her on. I got to find something electronic. Something I can plug in. Here we go. We got this orbital sander. Plug this bad boy in. Success. There you go. So like I said, guys, afterwards, just take this section of cord and wrap it up. You can even, you can spend some more time on there. But take care of your stuff, man. Help yourself. Don't always just look for the newest thing or give up on the situation.